Hi, my name is Isabella Pataya and this is my presentation on FEMA's Individual and Household Program. The program was designed to help victims of a disaster by providing money and services when their losses are not covered by their insurance or their property has been damaged or destroyed. Essentially, the program provides assistance with critical expenses that the victim cannot afford to pay for or cannot receive assistance through other channels for. The program consists of two major types of assistance: housing assistance and other needs assistance. The housing assistance is broken down into four categories: temporary housing, repair, replacement, and permanent or semi-permanent housing construction. Temporary housing provides money for a victim and his or her family to rent a different place to live. However, if the government provides housing units for the victims, the temporary housing assistance will go towards that. Repair assistance is available to homeowners to repair any damages that are not covered by insurance. The goal is not to repair the home to the same quality it was before the disaster, but to bring it up to standards that are considered to be safe, sanitary, and functional. Replacement assistance provides money to victims to replace their homes that were destroyed in the disaster. Again, the goal is to replace the home with one that is able to be adequately lived in. Permanent or semi-permanent housing construction provides direct assistance for the construction of a new home. This type of help will usually only occur in insular areas or remote locations where no other type of housing assistance is possible, as specified by FEMA. Other needs assistance provides money to victims for necessary expenses or serious needs caused by the disaster. These needs are typically not covered by insurance. Examples of these types of assistance include medical expenses, dental expenses, funeral expenses, transportation, moving, and storage expenses. Victims are asked to apply for the individual and household program either online or by telephone. Victims will fill out a short application and provide their social security number, a description of their losses, their insurance information, directions to their damaged property, and a telephone number where they can be contacted. The last two pieces of information are vital because an inspector must then contact and come out to visit the victim. The inspector will visit the property and make an estimate based on the damages seen. The inspectors do not determine your eligibility. FEMA employees do so based on the information from the inspectors. Applicants will receive a letter from the program within about 10 days of the inspector's visit detailing their approval or denial. If the applicant is eligible for help, then the letter is followed by either a check or a transfer of cash to the applicant's bank account. Applicants are asked to only use the money given for what it is meant for and nothing else. Most denials of assistance are because the applicant did not meet the eligibility criteria. An applicant or a member of the applicant's family must be a U.S. citizen, non-citizen national, or a qualified alien. The applicant's home must be in an area declared by the President to be a disaster area, and it must be the applicant's place of residence for the majority of the year. The applicant must have filed for insurance benefits and found out that the damages are not covered by their insurance. Finally, it must be determined that you A. are not able to live in your home now, B. you cannot get to your home due to the disaster, or C. your home requires repairs because of damages from the disaster. Finally, I would like to provide some examples of disasters in which victims have applied and successfully received aid from the Individual and Household Program. The first example occurred in 2005. When Hurricanes Katrina and Rita caused massive amounts of damage to the Gulf Coast and its occupants. Overall, about 2.5 million individuals applied for assistance through the Individual and Household Program, and about 1.5 million of those were approved by FEMA. Unfortunately, FEMA had to bypass some of its procedures to approve these applicants because of the extremely high volume of inquiries. This resulted in fraudulent claims that were approved accidentally and cost FEMA somewhere between $600 million to $1.4 billion. In 2008, there was severe flooding in the states in the Midwest due to heavy rains. Some of the states affected include Iowa, Michigan, Minnesota, and Wisconsin. Because of these floods, more than 100,000 victims applied for assistance, and FEMA approved around 60,000 applicants. Finally, also in 2008, the Gulf Coast was hit again by Hurricanes Gustav and Ike. These hurricanes led to more than 1.2 million victims applying for assistance. As of March 13, 2009, FEMA had approved applications for 200,000 victims. I hope you've enjoyed my presentation and learned a lot about the FEMA Individual and Household Program. You can learn about more information by visiting the websites listed here as references for my presentation. Thank you and have a great day.